Good morning and welcome to Tuesday Tune-Up. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Facebook is doing a new thing that I have to figure out. So I'm just a little late. So hello everybody, it's me and I am here to help you today with respect. There's something that came up in a really amazing session yesterday and I thought about it and I thought this would be a great thing to share with everyone. So before we begin that, let's do what we always do, which is release all that energy that you've picked up from others and the collective and get it out of your space. So here we go. Let me come into your space first, if that's okay. All right. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Probably should watch these things and see how weird I look when my eyes are closed. I do look at them. All right, here we go. All right. There we go. So coming into your space, and now let's have Source release all of that energy that never belonged to you. Get it out of your space. All right. All righty. Woo! It's coming out. Good job. Good job. Beautiful. Okay, and then let's have Source release all of that radiation from all of our devices that we've picked up and send that to Source's light. Get that out of our bodies. Beautiful. All right. Okay, I can feel it coming up the spine and out the back. That's good. Okay, so now let's just get down to it. So respect. This is something that sometimes when we're feeling insecure, no, wait, here it comes, sorry. I just channel this and just see what comes up. So needless to say, it's not pre-written. Anyways, sometimes we grow up in a way that, if you're a younger sibling especially, you get pushed to the side and, there's bigger kids who have bigger muscles than you do that can get their way. And so you don't get a lot of respect when you're little. And so we tend to think of ourselves then, we get really worried about or triggered when we perceive that somebody doesn't respect us. And they may not. I'm not saying yes or no on that. There's probably instances where they do and where they don't. And maybe even it's just family members where you see it, because out in the work world you've got it going on and there's no problems there anymore. So let's just go back to healing the original wound, as it were. And obviously this could be also very ancestral too, and there's a lot of reasons for lack of respect, right? So let's have Source just heal that when you were disrespected. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so just healing that anytime you were disrespected, maybe by your parents, or you perceived that by your siblings, maybe your ancestors had the same thing. There we go. And this could really be a trigger for some people, because the old wound is so, God, it's just so fresh in a way, and we've just covered it up with so many different things. But if you just notice for a second that somebody is disrespecting you, you could just go through the roof. And if not on the outside, you can do it on the inside. All right, here we go. All right, so it's really funny. It's not really working. So what is this? Sometimes it just means that you need something else before it, and that's what the subconscious is really wanting, or our collective subconscious. So actually what's happening is acknowledgement. Let's just let you know what Source's definition feeling of it being acknowledged is. There we go. What it feels like to be completely acknowledged from Source. There we go. And so to let you know how valuable you really are, how important and vital you really are, that you are made of worthiness. There we go. And the respect is interesting because in a way it's very, very similar to worthiness, because when we start out, we look for it externally, right? You want to look and see if somebody is mistreating you, then you're like, oh, there must be something wrong with me because you're a kid and that's the way you think. Same thing with respect. When it's actually really an inside job. And so we're going to bring that in first here. Is just bringing in that acknowledgement and that worthiness. That you're worthy of God's love and attention. Worthy of receiving it, showing you how to and what it feels like to receive it. How to and what it feels like to receive God's acknowledgement, which is always there. And knowing that it's always there, it always will be there. And it's more what we do and the little tricks that we do, right, that cause it to be something else. And to cause it to mean something else. There we go. Woo! Alrighty. Can feel that going through the body. It's really nice. Okay. And showing you what it feels like to respect yourself from God's perspective, that it's possible and it's safe too. Without being harmed by it, without having others try to take your throne away from you. So this is also about relinquishing power. So the difference between power and respect from Source's perspective, let's give you that. Because especially if you grew up with siblings or people who were like your siblings, there usually was some sort of pecking order. And it was usually based on size and brawn, right? So let's just have Source bring that to you. There we go. Nice work. Woo. And show you that it's okay also to accept yourself unconditionally from the inside out, which is what this is around also. From Source's perspective. Nice work. Nice work. Woo. That it's possible and it's safe to do so without becoming arrogant. Without being arrogant. There we go. And know how to acknowledge yourself, what that really feels like from God's perspective. So that we stop, and I know I've been talking about this a lot, I probably will continue to talk about it a lot. We tend to shut down and constrict what we are receiving by yeah-butting ourselves, right? Things are great, I feel really great, but this, and this are happening, and that's bad, right? So we start out with this positive, zoop, and all of a sudden we go down, okay? So it's important to recognize that and just bring in that openness and that receiving without, and show you how to, what it feels like to live without yeah-butting yourself, and also to be aware of when it happens, okay? Because the awareness comes as the learning happens, right? There we go. Good job. And show you what it feels like to acknowledge and recognize the support you get from the universe every single day. I don't care if a butterfly is following you, that's the universe. And acknowledge it and thank it. If you get a really great parking space in front of your favorite grocery store, that's the universe talking to you. Say thank you. Acknowledge it. Add it to your day. Add these things. All of these things will just expand you, and your receiving gets bigger and more positive things start to happen, and you start noticing that. And within that, you can notice that as you're respecting yourself and honoring yourself, and let's show you how to honor yourself from God's perspective, now that it's possible to, and safe to, that people just treat you differently because of the way you hold yourself, because of the way you feel about yourself. And you see that respect is just inherent inside your interactions with others. Awesome. All right, my friends. We're going to complete this puppy and give you a body healing. There we go. Woo, feel that through your body. There you go. Beautiful. And let's have Source center you in this dimension, close all dimensional doors, anchor and ground. All that means is you're coming back into your body, going through the bottoms of your feet, going out into that Mother Earth energy, bringing that back up So you're back here so that you can operate heavy machinery again. Awesome. All right, my friends. Until next week, God bless and goodbye for now. See ya.